of Potomac. When I watched the episode, I had a lot of thoughts. I don't know if I'm gonna remember everything, you know, of all the thoughts that I had. I definitely have my notes here from tonight's episode. So we just gonna see. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it. So Candace is sitting down with her husband. She's speaking on the festivities of Karen's housewarming party and how she and Giselle had a talk. She apologized, but they still kind of at odds. Then she mentions the fact that Monique wants them to come and hang out at her lake house and all this other grand stuff, but Candace is at a place where she ain't really sure if she gonna go because she's still salty about what happened between her and Monique. So y'all need to have a conversation about that. Oh, I forgot, y'all fault, so it don't even matter. Yikes. Anyway, girl, so all of the ladies are pretty much prepping, you know, getting ready for the trip or whatever. Ashley is packing, right? And Michael over there holding a child. And then the conversation comes up to him asking her like, yo, are you gonna take the baby with you? And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna take the baby with you. He was like, okay, and you know you're gonna take the baby with you, right? She's like, yeah. He said, okay, I want to be sure because right now you acting like you're not sure that you're gonna take the baby because you know the baby need to be with you. You got to be gone for 3 days. You think I'm gonna be stuck in the house with a baby when this is what you wanted? I didn't want this child. You wanted this child, okay? So you're gonna have this child on your hip everywhere that you go. Do you understand? I didn't ask for this. You did, so I gave you what it is that you want. So you're gonna take this child with you, and I'm gonna go out in these streets and I'm gonna do what it is that I want to do. Do you understand? Okay, cool. So I just want to make sure we see each other, and you're going to be seeing this child on your trip. So you are? Okay, so you good. All right, cool then. Fine, because you over there acting like it's a little shaky. Okay, it's a little shaky. You over there acting like you can't remember, you don't recall. Oh, okay, because the baby going to need you, not me. All right, then we good then, girl. You can go pack up and do what you going to do then. We cool. All right, so, I mean, girl, I'm saying Michael was not going to have that child with him. He was not. Michael, girl, you better get this motherfucking child. Girl, I know what's wrong with you, honey. I'm only holding him right now for a courtesy. Let's be clear about that. This is courtesy while you pack. Okay, girl, don't get it twisted. So anyway, you got Monique at home, and she over there getting ready. You know, Giselle and Karen are going to ride with her, so they're going to come over. So y'all know Monique got this bird that I am like, I'm going to have to find another name for him because after what just happened to our Black Panther, you know, may he rest his soul, like, I don't even want to call like that's gonna be either Baby T or the bird or something. Like you don't even deserve to have that name. You know what I'm saying? So how many kids she got? No, she got baby number 4. Okay, so Baby T, baby number 4, or just the bird. All right. So I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to give it another name. I'm gonna have to catch myself because I don't want to call that bird that name. But moving on. So Giselle arrives and she's freaked out just like Karen was when she see the bird. All right. So she a little shook up. She's like, girl, where this bird going? She's like, girl, it's gonna go next to you. No, the hell it ain't. Yes, it is. But it's gonna be in the cage, girl. So you're gonna be fine. You ain't gotta worry about none of that. Okay, then. All right. I just want to make sure that you're good. Okay. Well, cool. You know, Giselle still was not here for it, but it was what it was. Okay. So Karen finally arrives. Karen is like probably my favorite housewife on Potomac for real, because I feel like for the most part she does keep it real. Okay, just like she started talking about Giselle fashions, because of course she arrived, and when she was in the confessional talking about Giselle fashions, honey, I was cackling because it was so funny to me because it was that I feel the same way Karen does, and I feel bad for Karen because she got to witness it like in person. Meanwhile, we seeing it on the screen, so it clearly must look more worse, I'm sure, in person than what we see on the screen. So I was here for her, you know, calling Giselle out about her fashion skirt. That was just too funny to me, honey. Yes, ma'am. Because they love talking about Karen, but Karen looks great for her age. And Karen be serving. Karen be serving y'all looks. She be serving y'all hair. She be serving y'all style. She be here. She be serving y'all poise. So y'all can say what y'all want to say, but she is the grand dame, okay? So, they getting ready to leave the house or whatever, but Giselle said that, you know, they're leaving Monique's house to head out to the lake house. But Giselle said she's going to have to leave on Saturday because y'all know she wrote a book a while ago and she's trying to see if she's going to win that award for the book. And I find that kind of ironic too because, you know, that's when the guys are supposed to be coming. So I'm like, do what you got to do. I know you saved by the book, honey, because she wasn't trying to bring Jamal up there, but she would have told y'all that, you know, Jamal had something to do. But I also think Jamal, I don't know, maybe he ain't really trying to be on the show like that. Maybe here or there, but he probably ain't trying to intrude on what she got going on or whatever. And maybe they just feel like if they keep their relationship out of the public eye or something, maybe they don't have to end up like the other pastor out here that they got caught again for a second time. Baby, say your apologies, okay? But anyway, so Monique brings up the fact that Ashley is bringing baby Dean. And then, so Monique is bringing up the fact that Ashley bringing baby Dean. And then Giselle says, Because here it is, we're gonna get more into it, but like, when you going on a girls trip and that's how y'all come off as a girls trip, yes, all of us are going to assume we need to figure out places for our children to go. So even Giselle was on alert, like, why Michael couldn't get the baby? Do you know why? Like, I mean, do we know not why he couldn't get the child? And they're like, no, I don't know. Okay. And that's what that was. So moving on to Wendy, you know, Wendy over there breastfeeding her child, not breastfeeding, but getting her milk and stuff ready because she's going to be away. So she got to get all that taken care of so her little girl will be straight while she gone. So Karen, Giselle, and Monique, of course, they all arrive to the house, and then they walk around, they look at everything or whatever, then they start to discuss Wendy. So when they brought up Wendy, Karen still feels like she don't know her, and Giselle like, girl, how you don't know her when y'all on the same committee? Where they do that at? Okay, and she's like, I know she on the committee or whatever, but I don't really know her like that. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I know is about her accolades. Yeah, get into it. Get into it. Those are her accolades. That's that. Okay, so get into it. It is what it is. Oh, well. Okay. She said she tired of hearing about her saying she a correspondent. She a correspondent and this and that, girl. What else is going on? You know, so whatever. So then Robin arrives, and Robin, I feel like they said, Robin, you got there early. I'm like, yeah, Robin got there early because Juan had to get her the hell out the house so he can go ahead and plan this engagement. Okay, because Robin don't really never be on time for nothing, all right? So, you know, Juan had to get her the hell out, like, we got to go. So, of course, Candace arrives as the ladies are doing the tour. Candace pulls up or whatever, and I don't know, I think Monique said something about them looking comfortable. Candace said something about the ladies looking comfortable, and then Monique said, well, girl, you didn't get the memo. And I'm like, well, did you get your own memo? Because you look just as cute as Candace does. So, I mean, I don't even know what that was about. So what else happened? Oh, Wendy ended up coming. So Monique started giving a rundown of the rooms. So she told them where all the rooms were. And she kind of was like taken back when she heard that there's because you know Monique has a room with the crib. So Ashley's going to take that room. And that's when Wendy found out, like, dang, like she bringing her baby. Like, why ain't nobody tell me that was even an option, you know, because I know if my girl's talking about a girl's trip, I know that it's a girl's trip. I'm not even going to think about having my child come on the trip unless it's just my last resort. And if I'm offering somebody to come on a trip and I say it's a girl's trip, I'm not going to offer and say, you can bring your child though. I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to speak on that with Monique. When Monique, I personally felt like she lied towards the, when they got into the little situation, but whatever. So, what else happened? So the ladies were in there talking. So it was Candace, I believe, yeah, Candace, Robin, Karen, Giselle, Wendy, and that's when Wendy was saying to what's that lady name? She was saying to Karen, Wendy was just pretty much saying to everybody, like, listen, you know, I really want to get to know y'all better. And then that's when the bird decided it wanted to fly, and I guess it wanted to land on Wendy. But Wendy scared the hell out, so they scared each other basically, and the bird just flew the hell off. But what was so hilarious to me wasn't just Wendy's response to, oh my God, but it was the fact that all of the ladies hopped the hell up, okay? All the ladies got up. Carried her up, they got up, okay? Everybody on that side, everybody in the area was shook. And that's what had me screaming. And what I want to tell you, Miss Wendy girl, I need you to understand, the same way them ladies hopped and moved and ran over, that's how they're going to leave you hanging at some other point, okay? They always going to leave somebody out there to dry, girl. And I just want you to know, just like they ran from trouble that time, they probably going to run from trouble from you again. So go ahead and continue to stand your ground, girl. But I just thought that was kind of funny, because she definitely had the bird shook, okay? Had the bird in the bathroom talking to Monique. Okay, talking about what y'all did. Meanwhile, you got Ashley walking in with the baby, and she also has her best friend, which is gonna help her look after the baby. So while they in there, right? I really gotta look at what I wrote for this. So Ashley come in the house with the baby, and then when she comes in the house, Robin is like, well, you know, what made you bring the baby? Like, why couldn't your husband get him? And then here go Ashley lying, talking about something. Oh, I just couldn't be away from him for a long time. I just couldn't do it. No, you brought that baby because your man said you're going to bring that child. You're not going to leave this little boy with me. Do you understand? That's why you brought that child, Mrs. Fake Ass. I just want to be away from Mr. Gilbert. Yeah, girl, get the hell out of here. So Wendy was like, really, Ashley? You know what I'm saying? And to me, that made me think like, do you know something we don't know? Because, you know, a lot of times they film stuff and they don't show it to us, but they probably didn't spend other times together back to back to back, where she's left him with his dad for an extended amount of time. So I don't know if that's why Wendy was like, really, Ashley, or if it was because she was like, girl, you could, you know, left that baby at home or whatever, or if those were really her frustrations coming through. So Robin, which pissed me off, decides to say to Wendy, she's a first-time mom. You're on your third child. You're on your third child. And Wendy's like, girl, you ain't gonna talk to me like that, boo. No, you're not, because I'm still a new mom. You're not a new mom, but you have a new baby. I said I'm a new mom. No, you're not no new mom, but you're a new baby. And I'm over here like, you, Robin, just because you can't remember your second child name, that's on you. You can't sit up here and tell this lady how she feel. And yeah, she may be a new mom, but this is her first daughter, okay? That's so much different, I'm sure. One of my close friends from high school, she has 3 kids, similar to Wendy, but it's not high school, I'm sorry, but college. But she has 2 daughters and 1 son. But she was like, every new child she had was like a brand new child, and she didn't want to leave them alone. It was like oh damn, I want to bring them, and they was up under her like that too. You know what I'm saying? So for you to feel like she's supposed to be a certain way or feel a certain way because she's on her 3rd child, girl, leave that with yourself. Stop speaking for how she feel or what she think. Like, we not gonna do that, Miss Wanda, okay? No, ma'am. So I didn't really like that, you know. And then it's like, y'all here, why are y'all jumping to defend Ashley so much? Like, y'all gotta protect her. I don't get it. But whatever. So moving on. So they begin to go, let me see, Robin tells Wendy that she on her 3rd time. Okay, so they begin to go back and forth about, you know, her being a new mom, talking about that, seeing, so Karen asks Wendy, does seeing this baby, Ashley with her baby, now mind you, Wendy talking to Karen. Wendy's talking to Karen. Karen says, does seeing Ashley with her baby remind you of your daughter? She was like, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, had I known that I could bring my child, like, I would have brought my child, but, you know, it's a girl's trip. So, you know, that's what, and Wendy's talking to Karen. So then she's not talking to Wendy either, technically. So Ashley says, my husband has to work, like, and Wendy's like, yeah, but my husband has to work too. And Ashley's like, but my husband has a whole company though. And Wendy's like, yeah, but my husband is an attorney. So I get what you're saying. All I'm saying is that your husband's busy, my husband's busy, so your husband still could have kept your child as well. When Wendy is telling her, like, you know, basically, you know, both our husbands are busy, both of them got to work. My husband actually has more load on you because he has 2 other kids that he got a man for, and a child that's just, you know, this many months old or whatever, where y'all don't have it. Ashley says, you have a nanny though. And Wendy's like, you got a nanny too. And then Ashley said, but that's my best friend. And Wendy's like, but you still got somebody to watch your child or whatever. Ashley says, this is, and people want to say that it was Wendy's fault, but I felt like Wendy was talking to Ashley, how Ashley was talking to her. She met Ashley at that same energy. First she was talking to Karen, and Ashley was saying what she was saying. True enough, Wendy definitely chose to jump in that when Ashley technically wasn't talking to her, but Wendy didn't get loud with her how I saw it. Ashley got loud with her and said, if you made a choice to not bring your child with you, that's on you. That ain't got, first of all, who you get loud with? Who you talking to, bitch? Okay? That's not what that was. I wasn't even given the choice to bring my child. Okay, so Wendy is saying, listen, all I'm saying is this, okay? I went through a lot to come on this trip, all right? I had to pump, I had to do this. I did all of this. I did all of this to get my kids and my family ready because I knew I could not bring my children because this is a girl's trip. That's all I'm saying. So if I made the same type of steps to make sure this was straight, same way, Giselle had to do the same way, what's her name, Robin them had to do, or whatever, Monique, you just had a child too, the same way you had to do to make sure things were straight. I don't have sympathy for Ashley saying whatever the hell she's saying as a new mom. And so, what's her name, Ashley was like, I didn't ask you for your sympathy. And then that's when, no, actually, Monique, when Ashley first got the attitude with Wendy, Monique was like, what is up with all of the aggression, the hostility? She didn't say that. When Wendy was talking, she said that after Ashley started getting all aggressive, because that's what Ashley do. So when they try to stop the argument, you know what I'm saying, Ashley, what she do, being the real Ashley, while you've been over here trying to be all soft-spoken like you changed, and she goes behind Monique and she's like, projecting much? projecting much. You know, I'm like, Ashley, you can get your ass folded in here, girl. Okay? You over here like showing out. So then, this is where I felt like Monique lied. Monique said, well, when I talked to Ashley, I knew Ashley didn't have a sitter, and I knew this and that, and I knew X, Y, and Z, and I knew ABC. And so I suggested that she bring, you know, I offered her to bring her child on the trip. Bitch, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You did not offer, because when Ashley was sitting up here having this conversation with her own husband, she was already hesitant on bringing the little boy anyway, because I think she was already aware this is a girl's trip, so now I got to bring this child. Even Michael was like, you sitting over here acting like you don't know. I want to make sure that we clear that you are taking this child with you, right? Okay? So I think it was in that moment when Ashley was like, oh, girl, I can't even try to leave the child with him, girl. He is, oh, my baby may be on the side of the road. So she had to go back and call Monique, and when she was like, I'm gonna have to bring the baby, and I believe Monique was like, yeah, okay, that's fine, you can do that, that's cool. But the reason Monique did not go back and say anything to Wendy about it, and I bet you that probably crossed her mind, was because it was a girls trip, and they wasn't trying to make it like a mom's bringing all their kids and stuff like that. That wasn't what it was intended for. So I mean, like, that's why she didn't hit you up, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I also understand, what's her name, I also understand Wendy's point of view about it, because it's like, I'm new to the show, so I don't know that I could really bring my child, you know, and I really want to get to know these ladies. So I'm like, I don't really know if they saying girls trip, then let me just understand it for what it is. Let me just, okay, let me ride out. But girl, whatever. Y'all know, feel how you want to feel like it's biased. I don't give a, do you hear what I say? I do not like Ashley. I do not stand for Ashley, and that's just what that's gonna be. What else is going on? And then Giselle, you so fake, girl. I used to really like Giselle, girl. You just fake. Okay, you really showing your fakeness. Like, it's been coming out. It's been coming on out. Okay, season after season, it's been coming on out. You was sitting up here trying to say whatever you were saying to Wendy, you know what I'm saying, as if Wendy is totally in the wrong, when the whole time you was dragging the situation in the car, asking why her man couldn't get the child. But girl, go ahead, girl. Trying to act the girl, go ahead. So then Monique and Wendy ended up having to sit down, and Wendy ended up explaining to Monique some of the things she went through to get there, and Monique said she understands. She feel like Wendy needs to get to know the group a bit better and to understand that her delivery was wrong. No, her delivery wasn't wrong at all, because initially she wasn't even talking to Ashley. Ashley is the one that got loud, okay? So y'all can miss me with that, all right? Y'all got the perception off of Wendy because she talk about her accolades, so at some point y'all obviously feel threatened, okay? And then you already see how Karen responds to her, and we don't even know the backstory on that, so what other reason do you have? It makes me think, Karen, because you're on that board, you're also the person that's only well known on that board, whatever that board is, and you got to share some of your spotlight. So you probably like, I'm not impressed, I don't care, and because she the new girl, you know what I'm saying? But we'll get into that. Moving on. So Candace went to the guest house where Giselle was, sat down with Giselle, pretty much gave her a genuine apology, and they pretty much hugged it out or whatever. So they gonna be cool for a limited time only, because Giselle do not know how to just, girl, she don't know how to keep it cute, okay? She don't know how to keep it cute with her fashions or anything else. I will say what she had on that night it was okay, okay? It was okay. We see you trying, but try a little harder next time. So they get to dinner, right? And then Monique says they're gonna start asking deeper questions and stuff, and that lasted for one question, I feel, maybe two. Okay, one question from Monique and one question from Karen. So Monique asked Candace, like, tell us about your school age, and Candace was like, I was like the only brown person there or whatever, It was tough for her. So then Ashley's like, well, girl, is that why you decided to major in African American studies or whatever? She's like, yeah. Here goes Giselle. Is that why you got a nose job? Candy's like, a nose job? Like, when did I get were you there with me? I'm like, where did that even come from? Where did it even come from? Y'all just sat up here and y'all hugged it out. Y'all apologized to each other. Where did that even come from? A nose job. Girl, shut up. When they showed the picture, I honestly did not see a difference in Candace's nose. She may have gotten a little nose job, but the photo that they used was not enough for me to see that this girl had a nose job. So why would you even? That was dumb. And I would have looked at Giselle sideways after that. Okay? So then Candace asked Robin, like, are you going to really marry Juan? And Robin's like, girl, listen, honey, I done already told Juan what's tea. We had a conversation, so now the ball is in his court, so he can do what he want to do with that. So here come the Grand Dame with this Grand Dame question to Giselle and says, girl, so with your current man, you know, the one that cheated on you, had children outside of your marriage, you know what I'm saying? How is that relationship going, or how are you able to move forward or whatever? And then Giselle was like, girl, I really hate that you asked me that question, but we're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to get into some things, girl. And just know this. Forgive, don't forget. Forgive, don't forget, and move on and grow. That's all I got for you, honey. That's all I got for you. So then Giselle asked Ashley about her butt that we don't care anything about. Everybody trying to act like they were so concerned about it. It's like, we don't care. I don't. I'm sure y'all didn't. Moving on. So from that question about her butt, it triggered them to talk about Karen's intimacy life with her man. So then she goes to, and I kind of like how Karen kind of checked Wendy in a sense, like, girl, if you're going to come for me, you say you want to get to know me better, and you feel as though I don't know you, then, honey, the quickest way to get to know me is, like, at least take me out to eat, girl, okay? Don't be asking about my cootie or making allegations about my cootie before you meet me. We don't do that over here. So is there something you want to say to me? And Wendy's like, yeah, I do, girl, but I don't dish out apologies over here, honey. That's not what I do, okay? But what I will say is that you're a very dismissive person. You come off very awkward and just like as if I'm nobody. So then Karen suggested they decide to like do lunch so they can get to know each other, and then that's that. So then Wendy decides that she's gonna mention about how she can be a tough cookie to crack. So Monique brings up the incident between her and Ashley. And so Ashley says that she feels as though Monique was a bit ferocious. And Wendy, she felt like Wendy was a bit ferocious. And Wendy's like, girl, no, honey, I was passionate. So they were going back and forth about that. And then Ashley felt as though Wendy, what she said? Okay, she said that Wendy brought up her husband. No, she didn't, Ashley. You brought up your husband, sweetheart. Ashley brought up her husband, which prompted Wendy to bring up her husband. So everything that Ashley did, Wendy met her at. Okay? So Ashley brought up the nanny. Wendy mentioned her, you got a nanny. You know what I'm saying? Ashley brought up her husband. Wendy's like, okay, my husband got to work too. Okay? So Ashley get loud, Wendy got loud. So whatever Ashley did, Wendy met her at that same stance. So when Wendy is trying to explain herself, Ashley's like, why is your finger in my face? I'm like, girl, y'all this far apart. You all the way on the letter A, she all the way on the letter W. Y'all that far apart, girl, okay? Why is her fingers all the way over here bothering you? Okay? It makes no sense. You was just trying to flip the story or flip the situation or distract or whatever you was doing because you wasn't winning the war at all, girl. You wasn't winning it. All right? So then I kind of understood Robin when Robin was like, okay, Wendy, let's say it was me. If it was me and it was this or that, do you feel as though I would be warranted an apology? Wendy still stood by where she stood. No. And I'm so here for Wendy. No, because y'all feel like everybody got to get an apology on this show. I don't understand. Why are we giving out apologies when y'all going to keep showing y'all ass? Okay? And I feel like something that was not warranted an apology. Y'all had a disagreement. It was what it was, girl. We're going to move on. Okay? I don't like your kind, you don't like me. It is what it is, okay? So I'm just like, what's up with all these apologies? But I do believe Robin was kind of right, though. Like, out of her respect for Robin, I believe Wendy would have apologized to her. Or if she would not have apologized, she would at least had a different type of conversation in tone with Robin. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledging what she did, even though Wendy did acknowledge, you know, her actions or whatever. And she was like, you acknowledge what you did, but you're not willing to apologize for it? Not to you. Not to you. Not to you. Not to you. No. No. And when Candace was about to go to bat for Wendy, Ashley was like, I'm good on you. I'm good on you. We're like, girl, bye. Be good. I've been good on you. You know what I'm saying? So then Wendy goes on to say something like, I think Ashley said that's why you ain't got no friends or whatever like that. And Wendy was like, yeah, because I don't deal with BITs like you. Now, I do feel like Wendy was wrong for calling Ashley out her name because I never heard Ashley call Wendy out her name. So that was wrong for sure. Like, so if that was something to apologize for, it would be that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have called her BIT because she didn't call you one. You know what I'm saying? But it was what it was. And when Wendy said something like, I don't deal with your kind and your kind calls me Dr. Wendy, I kind of felt like when she said that, maybe those thoughts of Ashley could have been triggered by something Candace told her, or just the history of what she's known about Ashley with her being on this show. And they are different. We are not the same. I had to work hard for the things that I had to get. I got these degrees. You know what I'm saying? I am a correspondent. I had to fight. I am a darker tone person. I got to do what I got to do out here. You, meanwhile, are the complete opposite. And you had to fucking suck to get a come up and sit over here with this baby trying to ride out your prenup until X, Y, Z. Okay? Or EXP. All right? Until that date happens for you. All right, girl? So, yeah, we are not the same. So she could have been speaking down on her. And I know a lot of people are tired of Wendy speaking on her accolades. But I'm like, them accolades cost money and stuff. So if she want to talk about them, all right, that's on her. But also, I want y'all to keep that same energy with some of these artists y'all out here supporting that keep taking their money and flashing it in y'all face and letting y'all know how broke y'all are. I want y'all to keep that same energy when they pull up in their cars and they foreigns, vroom, 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 okay, to show you that they better than you. All right, so I want y'all to keep that same energy. So if you're tired of hearing about Wendy talk about accolades and the things that she's got, okay, and had to spend money on or worked hard to get scholarships so she didn't have to pay for it, all right? If that triggers something in you, then I also hope that it triggers in you to go over here and clown your favorite artists that be out here letting you know that you ain't shit and that you ain't got it like that. Meanwhile, you over here working hard in your 8 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 6, 9 to 7. You know what I'm saying? Sitting at a desk, messing up your eyes or flipping burgers or whatever it is you do, okay? And they have to show up every time and let you know how you are not on the same level as them because they damn sure ain't instilling or putting that out there for you, inspiring you for real, for real. So, I mean, if y'all gonna have that energy about her, make sure you also have it about them. But that's all I got. Feel how you want to feel. I'm Jay, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.